Excellent. Well, welcome everyone, welcome. It's a Thursday night and I thought, you know what, I need to get out, chill out a bit and make another video. As you've seen, I brought some wood in with me because these woods, I know, bringing wood into woods, but the trees that are here are sort of protected. There is some massive dead trees, dead standing, that we can cut up into small logs when we come doing overnighter. But the twigs that are about, although some of it is actual oak, it's all rotten, it's all punk wood. So apart from cutting down the big one, which, like I say, it'd be a waste on the twig stove, so I brought this out. God, get away from that fire a bit, it's red hot. So yeah, thought I'd come out, we'll do a quick cook up again. I'm just letting the twig stove die down a little before I start cooking on it. I'm going to get some water on in a second, get a coffee going, and then once we've got a good bed of coals, we'll start cooking the food up. It should be good. These bottles, I've got Nalgene bottles at home, and I was going to buy, I've got the 500 millilitres, half a litre bottles, and I was going to buy another one, and they're quite expensive. And I was in Tesco, and I saw these tough little bottles, you can drink straight out of them. I think they're £1.99, I'll put the price up here, and I'll put the link to them. But ideal, really tough little bottles, quarter the price. Okay, we're getting there. I think I need a bit more fuel on the fire. Coffee bags, Taylors, as normal. Oh, lovely. So, while we're waiting for that to cool down a little, what are we making, Andy? Well, I'm glad you've asked. We've got some skewers. Lay them down there. And I brought along with me this bag, by the way, I'm going to use as a rubbish bag. We've got some pork ribs in there, which I've soaked in water to get rid of the saltiness. So they're going to be, I'm going to put 5 spices on them. marinate it in that for a few minutes, and then we're going to skewer them. We're going to cook them over this fire, and then 5 spice, and then we're going to put barbecue sauce on them as well. And then I've got this piece of steak I'm going to cut up into cubes, and I'm going to put my special powder that I make on it. It's got onions, garlic, salt, pepper, and some other bits I can't quite remember. I'll put the recipe for this. I think I've done it before anyway. I make a big batch of it, and then what I do, I get one of these oxygenators, put them in the big tub so it keeps it nice and dry, it doesn't clog up. Don't need anti-clogging agent or anything like that in it. So this is the last of it, that's why it's in such a small tub. Brilliant little twig stove this, I've had it for quite a while now. The only thing is it's so efficient, it does burn a lot of wood. Sorry if you can hear the noise in the background. It's 8 o'clock, most people should be home by now, but the roads are really busy for some reason. So, without further ado, if the fire doesn't go out, we're going to marinate the ribs first. We'll do that. Get the ribs, and somewhere I've got my 5 spice. So I'm going to chuck some of that in there, get it marinating. Quite a bit more, I think. Yeah, 5 spice with barbecue sauce. Don't know how it'll turn out. I'm going to marinate the 5 spice first and cook them off a little bit before I put the barbecue sauce on. It's Stokes barbecue sauce. I think you've seen me use the Stokes brown sauce before, but not the barbecue. It's gorgeous. So we'll leave that in there, give that a good marinade. Leave that 5-10 minutes, and then we'll get them on the skewers. In the meantime, let's get the steak out. Now I brought with me a chopping board. I think we'll use a plastic one, I've got a wooden one there, but I think we'll serve it on this. So where's my open L? Get this steak out of here. Put that there for a minute. We want this really lean. Not having anything else with this, it's just a quick cook off. Steak can go in that bag. Let's just trim off all this fat. Going to leave the fat in the woods for the fox and whatever else is out here. Some birds of prey, you might have heard them, so I'm sure they'll enjoy that. That's cubed off. Got some antibacterial wipes out with me, biodegradable ones, but I will take them home with me. So like I say, it's 8 o'clock, just gone 8. Last light I think's about 9, something like that. Sorry, sunset was about 9, and then last light is 10 o'clock. So we've got a couple of hours. just chilling. Right, where's my steak bag gone? Get all my steak back in there. And get my spices that I make. I chuck quite a lot in. It's really hot, this. Oh yeah, dried chilies are in this as well. A lot of them. I put Scotch bonnets in it. Depends how hot you like it. You can put any type of chilli in it you wish. Oh, it's lovely. Smelling lovely. Save a bit of that for later. Yeah, wood's burnt out already. It is hot, so it should be alright to get some coals, but this wood didn't make very good coals. I could do with a nice piece of oak to keep it burning for a while. Right, let that marinade. Now, if we get a couple of these, oh, I can smell that 5-spice. Smells amazing. Bought these pork to make back bacon, and it came with the ribs in, so I thought, why waste it? Like I say, I'm going to get these cooking off, leave them apart a bit so I can get the fire in between them. Get these on there. Yeah, it's nice just to get out in the woods after work. With the nights staying lighter for longer, it's brilliant. I've got time to get home from work and then still come out and do a bit of cooking. Cheers. Right, I've not put the ribs directly on the flames because it's not getting any coals, but there's a lot of heat coming out the front, so I've just put the skewers in front, put it as close as I can, close as I dare. So while that's happening, let's get some of this steak on the skewers. Not so worried about the steak. I like my steak rare anyway. It's just the pork, obviously I like to cook it properly. That's why I started it first. Oh, look at that. Looks beautiful. Right, we'll stick that in the ground just to warm up a bit in front of it whilst we clean up. Let's put that right in front of the fire. Try and get some real heat going. Get this steak close as well. Oh guys, if we had smell-o-vision, them 5 spices smell amazing. I just went over the back there, not sure if you can see it, but there's a big old oak that has fell years ago. This side is rotting, but at the top end, really solid oak. So I cut some of that off with my Swiss Army knife with the saw, and I'm hoping that it's going to give me some decent embers. It's going like a good one now. Yeah, they're getting there, they're getting there. That's slowly cooking the steak. Like I say, I'm not too bothered about the steak. It's rare, blue even. Well, I think that'll be alright actually, the steak. I think the ribs are getting there really well. Bit of blood still coming through, so we'll cook them off it even more. Just make sure that's all cooked off. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a minute when it's time to put the barbecue sauce on. Yeah, I've just been through to get that some more oak, and the whole wood smells of 5 spice. It's gorgeous. Yeah, brilliant. I'm just going to get the blood off these and then we'll be ready for the barbecue sauce to go on them. So I'll just chill while that burns down to coals. Give these the last couple of minutes, we should be good to go. Should be golden. Right, I think it's time for the old Stokes on the ribs. Oh, look at that. This is what you call barbecue. Can we do it? Right guys, I think we're done. I'm losing light, I've had to put the camera light on. So let's get this plated up. Oh, it is really looking good actually. Put my glasses on, I can hardly see. Oh man. Steak. Truly, I'll show you in a second, it is looking amazing. Medium rare, done to perfection. Alright, let's have a look at the ribs. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't know if you can see it. Let's have a piece of steak. Look at that, that's medium rare in the middle. Excuse me, slapping my lips there. That is beautiful. Taste some spices. Oh man, that was worth it. Honest to God. Let me get a piece. And that steak, you can just see it there. It's gorgeous. Oh, I'm in heaven. In fact, that steak is absolutely beautiful. I've got a sunset behind, birds are chirping, I've got a bit of road noise in the back, but it's worth it just to be out in the woods. This steak is like melting in your mouth. Let's have a bit of rib. Get that in the middle. Well done. Wow. These ribs are to die for. The warmth of all them spices and then the sweetness comes through from the barbecue. I didn't think I was going to do that on a twig stove. Sticky barbecue ribs. I'm going to cut the meat off because I'm getting it all over me. I don't want it all around my mouth, do I? Mr. Fox can have that. I think the only lesson to be learnt with this is I need something to give me a bit more coals. But I'm going to just show you again. Nice and done in the middle, nice and charcoaled on the outside. Crunchy. Taste some 5 spice and then the barbecue. All on the twig stove. Well, the animals are going to have a feast tonight as well. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute when I've devoured this. It is just, like I say, it's just cooked to perfection. What I forgot to do was take the outer membrane off the ribs. I thought it'd be tougher, but it's not. Ribs, a steak, beautiful. Oh, it's making me more and more hungry as I eat it. Guys, get out in the woods or your back garden, cook your food outside. That was beautiful. Last bit of steak. It was so tender. Thanks for joining me on this. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it's going to come off. I'm glad I've persevered with it. Glad I found that bit of oak over there. Just need a good cleaning when I get home. Thanks for joining me. Like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And share the video if you wouldn't mind. Much appreciated. I'm going to pack up. I'm not going to show you that I've left no trace, because trust me, I never leave a trace. Like I said in the last video, I think any responsible YouTubers never leave a trace. So it gets a bit boring, keep showing you. So I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you probably at weekend on an overnight camp here. Cheers now.